and Nelson's monument. So as you saw from the opening intro, we're just on the edge of the Peak District here. Today's walk going to take you to some really interesting historical parts of the Peak District, starting with Nelson's monument, a 3-metre high monument that was erected in 1810. It's actually built by a local man, a chap who lived in Basler, which is the area that's just overlooking here, called John Brightman, and it was built in the honour of obviously Lord Nelson, following his passing on the Victory ship. So just behind me here, hopefully you can just see them into shot now, some gritstone rocks called the Three Ships. I'll take you over to those and we'll have a look at them in a little bit more detail. Before then though, I'm just going to pan round and show you some of the views from here, because they're fantastic, even on a misty, wet day like today. So here we have it, the Three Ships. So the first one, Victory, as I mentioned in the opening comments there, that's the name of the ship that where Nelson tragically lost his life in battle. And then we have Defiance. And finally, Royal Sovereign. It's obviously spelt slightly differently back in the day. There's Emma, look, battening down the hatches. The rain started to come in. The column, monument even. Been calling it Nelson's column all day. But yeah, something that I think typifies the Peak District, this. Fantastic gritstone rock formations. So we're now going to head back down the way we came. Next stop we're going to go over to Chatsworth Park. There's some really interesting places to see in there. So understandably this area is really popular with people wanting to climb the rock faces there, but a really interesting bit of gritstone there. Definitely looks like a face. It's got a nose as big as me. Stop laughing, Emma. She's meant to disagree. Right, so we're just following this extremely boggy path of doom over to the Chatsworth estate. Just in case anyone's wondering where Lily is today, she's really keen to get back out, but oh bloody hell. Pay attention to where your feet are going, lesson. In case you're wondering where Lily is today, she's keen to get back out. She's recently had a minor operation, so she's still recovering, but she'll be back out again before Christmas. She was actually made up. She had a shout out from Kerry and Kat of Team Valhalla, so well done guys, you've inspired her to want to get out again now. I don't think Emma wants to get her new boots muddy.
No, I don't.
So you can see over there, point, there's the Three Ships and Nelson's monument. This is an impressive wall. I think good old Hadrian would be impressed with this one. So, welcome to the hunting tower. Comes complete with its set of imitation cannons. I think Emma would like to fire me out of one of those like a human cannonball. We can hear some Christmas music at the moment coming from the grounds of the Chatsworth estate, which is just behind that tree where Emma stood. Stunning. Welcome to the Cascade. If it was the summer, I'd be tempted to put my head under there, but not today. Let's turn the camera around. I don't know if you can see up the hill there. It's the willow tree fountain, which I think we'll have a wander up to in a second. What do you think, Emma? Thumbs up. She's busy taking photographs. To show you the willow tree fountain from here. I think there's a way up. But we're going back down. So you can just see Chatsworth House and the lake there, peering through the trees. I think that's the only view we'll get of it today, because we're going a different way. Right, so I think this little crop of rocks here is our lunch stop. What do you think, Emma?
Definitely.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Right, lunchtime. It's the Rab Ninja coat, this. This is the one that I featured on my recent hiking gear video. Yeah, Emma and Lily think I look like a Rab Ninja. Okay, so we're just making our way on the path adjacent to Rabbit Warren and Bunkers Hill Wood over there. Next stop, Holland Edge, before we'll take you over to Hob Hurst's house, where there's more interesting historical facts to tell you that hopefully I've memorised correctly. I think it's fair to say that things have probably not gone quite to plan. Is that true, Emma?
Yes, it's been a nightmare.
Yes, we've had a little bit of a, I say we, probably me to be fair, I think I have to take the blame. We've had a navigational nightmare. There are mitigating circumstances though, but I haven't got time to go into them on the video. Anyway, needless to say, we're not walking across Holland Edge anymore. We're heading over to Hob Hurst's house. We'll see you up there. Welcome to Holland Edge there. And the lonely tree. If you can hear music in the background, that's Emma. I think she's using it to keep herself going after our accidental detour. So welcome to Hob Hurst's house. So according to the sign, this is an old burial mound dating back to the Bronze Age, so it's over 3,000 years old. Obviously it doesn't look a massive amount to look at, but the history behind it is fascinating, and if you're interested in this kind of thing, there's some really interesting information on the internet. Let me just turn the camera around and I'll show it to you and tell you a little bit more about it. So apparently there's kind of numerous prehistoric cairns on these moors around here. And I think in 1853, Thomas Bateman, who was a local antiquarian, he excavated this area, and inside the mound he found a square stone-lined chamber containing charcoal and burnt human bones, and apparently the chamber can still be seen today, so I'm going to hop on over and have a quick look, see if I can show you any more. But yeah, definitely worth reading up a little bit more about this if it's something that's of interest to you. Yeah, so we've got quite a few of these stones marked with Victoria Regina, dotted around here. There's one just over there as well. Another one there. I think this here must be the chamber that's mentioned. Quite fascinating, really. Just got a flyby at the same time. Okay, so Emma is way over there. She wasn't keen or interested in checking this out. I think she's ready to get back to the car, get home and have some tea. So I best go and catch up with her. There's another place of interest which I'll tell you about when I catch up with her. It's very misty on high in the Peak District today. So you've got the Hathersage and Higator area over there. Very misty though. Not very many views to be had from high on up today. Okay, so we're at another point of interest on this walk, Gibbet Moor. So there's a story to be told about these moors. Anyone who watched my Peter Stone video from a few months ago, I talked about the term gibbeting. Just in case you haven't seen that, a gibbet was like a wooden box similar to a gallows that bodies were placed in after they'd been executed, and they were then displayed for the public to go and view. And the gruesome story behind these moors is, back in the 17th century, a beggar was he killed an old lady in the village of Baslow, and rather than be executed, he was placed in a gibbet alive and suspended on these moors and just left to die. So yes, a very gruesome story to be told. You wouldn't think of it looking at them, but definitely worth reading up on. There's some really interesting information that you can find about this on the internet. Anyway, hope I've not put you off your breakfast, dinner or tea, depending on what time you're watching this. Right, okay, so we're almost at the end of the walk. As always, I'll put a link to the route in the description, so you can see exactly where we went wrong on this one. I hope you found today's video interesting. I've been trying to read up and learn a little bit more about the Peak District, so I can share some of the information on my videos going forward. But as always, take what I say with a little bit of a pinch of salt. Obviously I should put a disclaimer on screen to say that everything I share may not be 100% factually correct, but I'm trying. So thanks as always for watching. I know I probably don't mention this on my videos, so I should do. If you do enjoy them and you're not subscribed to the channel, obviously please consider doing so. It all helps. Right, we're going to make our way back to the car now, so thanks as always for watching, really do appreciate it. So it's goodbye from me, and she's lost the energy to talk now. It's goodbye from Emma too. Right, okay, see you all soon. Bye for now.